Guys, Ash from Imaginary Goddess here, back after a couple weeks here with another deck profile that I've been using. Today I'll be doing my Nectar build from the additions from GBTO4. So, starting off, I use my starter as Maiden of Delphinium. This is actually the shop promo for November, which, if you guys haven't gotten already, we'll be getting next week. It comes out when you ride over it, of course, and then it is a GB1, beginning of main phase. You choose another unit, and this unit will be regarded as that unit with the same card name at the end of turn. So, essentially, it lets you use... It basically lets you use the Nectar shenanigans with that. Brain fart there. Which is, basically having the same copy of cards and whatnot. So it's very useful in that. It essentially can be any grade 1 in the deck in terms of name. So, very useful. Probably the ideal starter from most of the non-Musketeer decks. Then, of course, for heals, for this crit, and then 4 of the new crit. So this crit here is a put in the soul when your Vanguard attacks. If you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Ridiculous, no, I'm saying that right. In this card name, you may pay the cost if you do draw a card. Choose one of your Vanguards and it gets plus 5k. So it basically kind of replaces itself if you have to put it out and whatnot for those. And plus it's a crit trigger. But it's really nice if you need to get a card to replace it, and it gives your Vanguard some extra punch as well. So there's that. And then I run, of course, the 4 stands, which is the GB1. Put this unit on the top of your deck. When this unit is placed in your guard, you may pay the cost. If you do choose one of your units, choose up to 2 of your units with the same card name, gets plus 5k show for your deck. So basically it puts itself back into the deck, and it gives the plus 5k. Again, the name shenanigans here, so you see is very common with the type of Nectar that I guess Bushiroad's pushing right now. Then I run 4 of the Pan Mini, and she's basically the searches for the Ridiculous, but also is the Stride Grid 1 caller, so really good. Then of course I run the new Perfect Guard. Untaps one of there's another copy of her in drop when you use it. You can only guard Vanguard, but that should be fine. You have enough cards in here that let you change names or whatnot, so that's not going to be a problem. Then I run 4 of the newer card here. This is the Early Flowering Maiden Pia. And what she does is you can GB1 choose 2 normal units from the drop zone. You put them on top of your deck in any order. If you have a grade 3 or greater with Ridiculous in its name, choose one of your units. If you do, choose up to 4 units with the same card name as that unit, and they get plus 3 shuffle your deck. So plus 3 to end the turn, shuffle deck. It basically lets you put more into the deck as well. So again, name shenanigans. Then I run 2 of the 8k. This is Budding Maiden Diane. You can run 2 of these because you either want to ride them, or you can copy with this. And there's other things that you can copy its name anyway. So the 2 is not terrible since you have cards that copy. So moving to the grade 2. So we finally have this card here from GB4. It's a regular rare. It was a really expensive promo from regionals. So once a turn, choose a normal card from drop zone, put it on top of your deck, choose one of your other units, and this will be basically the same as that unit to end of turn. Shuffle your deck. So again, it copies another unit, which is nice, and it also lets you put another card into the deck. Then I run 4. This is a newer one, Flower Chamber Maiden Saliana. She's a GB1, Counterblast 1, Soul Blast 1. When this unit is placed on the rear, if you have a grade 3 or greater with Ridiculous, pay the cost. If you do, choose one of your other rear guards. Search your deck for up to 1 card with the same card name as that unit. Call it. Shuffle your deck, and this unit gets plus 2. So as you can see, there's some calling in this deck as well. So you would call a replacement, and you can place it over something. It doesn't matter as much because if it's a trigger, well, they have ways to get them to go back into the deck anyway. But if it's a unit, you can put it back in the deck as well with other units. So it kind of synergizes well with that. Then I run 3 Maiden of Gladiolus. She is a GB1. Counterblast 1 when this unit attacks a Vanguard. If it's boosted, pay the cost, choose one of your other rear guards, search your deck for up to 1 card with the same name, call it, and shuffle your deck. So it's pretty good. Okay, then grade 3s. I run 4 Maiden of Flower Pistol. This is an odd choice. It's a promo, and it's a GB1 when this unit is placed in the rear, or when your other unit is placed in the rear. This will be a copy of it, with the same name anyway. So again, name shenanigans, and it works on Vanguard Circle. So very nice. It's pretty cool in that sense because it helps you out with your naming pluses. So the idea is you have cards with a lot of same name, and then you can boost them up to pretty good levels. So final grade 3, of course, is the 4 Ahsha. This is the Ranunculus, the one that you want to ride essentially. Her GB2 is all your units get continuous during your turn. If you have a unit with the same card name as this unit on your Vanguard or rear guard, this unit gets +5. So pretty strong. You can get some pretty insane numbers. Sometimes you might not even want to stride because of that if you have that effect, depending on what your field looks like. Of course, she's a Counterblast 1 during your turn. When you stride, you can choose one of your rear guards, search your deck for 1 of that card, call it to rear, shuffle your deck, and it gets +2 during the turn. So gives you the magic number if it's a 9K or whatever. So moving into my strides, I do 1 Flower Princess of Berea. She is from the trial deck one. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, choose a rear guard from search your deck for up to 1 card with, when it hits the Vanguard actually. Search your deck for up to 1 card with the same card name, call it to rear, shuffle your deck, and it gets +2. So it probably won't ever hit. If it does, it's a free plus or free field fixing. So one of those. I run 1 Primavera. I don't think I've ever really used her. Really like her though, art-wise and everything. It's kind of sad that she's not used more, but she's pretty much really high cost. For Counterblast of 3, you can choose 5 normal units from your drop zone, put them on top of your deck in any order, choose a card from your hand, and discard it. When this attacks a Vanguard, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose up to 2 of your guards, search your deck for up to 2 cards with the same card name as each of those units. Call them a separate rear, shuffle your deck. So, can field fix somewhat, but very high cost. So she's just there in case I need her. Then I run 2 Jingle Flowers. This is a once a turn, choose a face down card, Jingle Flower, flip it. So of course, you'll use this once because you only run 2. Turn it face up, and the number of face up cards in your G zones 2 or more, you get choose one of your units. On a turn it gets continuous during your turn. All of your units gets +2 for each of your units with the same card name as this unit. So again, it could be a finisher, it could be get some cards out of the hand. Pretty good there. Then of course, finally we have 4 copies of Ahsha, and she is a once a turn, choose a card herself basically. Turn it face up, and it gets once a turn, choose one of your rear guards, and if you have 2 or more rear guards with the same name as that unit, all of your units in the front row gets +5 count on the turn. Then if the number of face-up cards in your G zones 2 or more, choose one of your rear guards, search your deck for up to 1 card with the same card name as that unit, call it to rear, shuffle your deck, and gets +2. Again, gives you an extra unit, and pretty easy, at least in this variant of the build, to use to get you, like, big front row. So again, a lot of field calling, a lot of same name fanatics and whatnot. But overall, I think it's a pretty fun deck. I didn't think this deck was it was not as strong without this card. You'd probably run like apples or lemons or whatever in other builds, but this card really lets me stick with the maidenish theme I've been going for. And quite fun as well. So, this has been Ahsha Measure, guys. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys next time. Please like, subscribe, comment, blah, blah, blah.